I don't know why I'm making a video at 6:45 in the damn morning, but this is how I came out to all my friends. First of all, I say, if you want to come out to all your friends, make sure you're ready and make sure they're your friends for like everything. Means they'll be there for you no matter what. Okay. When I first came out, I told my 3 best friends when I was sophomore in high school. Anyway, I told them I wrote each of them a letter, but like it wasn't all the same. Each letter wasn't the same. Each one was specified to that person in a different way. So, my first letter went to like my best friend, and when I remember giving it to her during passing period. I was going to one of my classes and she was going the other way, and I just happened to see her and I was like, here, take this, read it in class when you have time, and when you're done, let me know what you think. And so she was like, okay, and kept going. The other letter I gave to my other friend, because she had the same class I did that period, and I remember it being like 5th period, because it was my art class. We had art class together. And I gave her letter because she sat in front of the class. I sat like in the middle of the classroom. So when I gave hers, I told her to read it. If you're okay with it, cool. If you don't, whatever. So, the first 2 letters, my friends, they read it. And they gave me their comments and all that, and their opinions, and they was cool with it. I was surprised, but they was cool with it. And I was happy because, like, didn't want to lose my friends, even though I thought I would because they didn't like it. But, yeah, they stayed my friends forever. And the 3rd letter was to a guy I liked, but he was my friend at the time. So I gave him a letter the next day because he didn't come to school for like a week. And the next week, Monday morning, I saw him and I gave him the letter. And I told him, read the letter. If you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. If you're cool with it, great. But his had like extra stuff talk about like how I liked him and how I had a crush on him. And I thought I was really gonna lose him as a friend. And so when I was supposed to get his opinions and his comments and what he thought about it back, I ended up getting sick for like a week. So when I eventually went back to school, he wasn't there. He went to a different school because he was a badass kid. So, but like, yeah, that's a different story.
Also Benitio's idea.
I remember him like texting me in class, and I don't know why he did it. He was always doing stupid shit like that, but he texted. He was like, it was cool. He was cool with it. He was like, I'm okay with your sexuality. I didn't know we was like friends like that. Like, I didn't know we was cool. And he's like, I'm texting him laughing in class. And I'm getting like stared at. Teachers are looking at me. Students are looking at me. I was like, oh, okay, put my head down.
To have Salma around, it's beautiful. And it's really
like I'm texting him back with my head down. And like I was like, okay, so what do you think about the other part of the letter? It's like, well, when he said that, my heart dropped. But he was like, well, to be like truly honest with you,
cartel shots. He modeled himself on.
I kind of want to experience that side of life. I was like, oh, okay, let's do this. But remember, I'm a sophomore in high school, and this is like a freshman. And it was so funny because, like,
he's in the kitchen and he's standing
we all hung
there
out
and
the
he's
next
threatening this
that
man,
weekend.
And there's a butcher knife sitting out because the man was cutting his sushi. And nobody would think to do
And,
anything
like,
with that butcher
everybody
knife.
was, like,
He would grab
dead
it and
silent.
throws it
Like,
across the
nobody
room.
was talking
And I
for,
remember
like,
thinking, well, what about the crew?
an hour
Because
straight.
no one
And we
believes
had
it.
ended
He
up going
didn't
to,
tell
like, I
anyone
think
came about
we
to
went
throw a
to
butcher knife. Watch out.
Six
And
Flags.
there
Yeah,
was no crew involved.
we ended up
Just
going to
his
Six Flags.
instincts just take over in the most
And,
amazing way.
Yeah, but
like, it was us four and, like, another group of kids that we also hung out with.
Yeah, no, what he
And
means
when
by that
we
is
got
he's
on
aiming for all
roller
of us. I don't
coasters,
think
we,
that's
like,
very
picked our
nice.
partners for, like, each roller coaster. And I was about to go with my best friend. And, like, he's like, no, you going with me. I was like, cool. And it's so funny because, like, he was, like, crying when he really didn't say nothing. He was just, like, tag along and be like, okay, I'm cool with this, I'm cool with that. But he spoke up for once in his life, and he was like, you're going with me, I don't care what anybody else say, you're my partner for this ride. I was like, oh, okay. So, while we're in line, I talked to, like, everybody, but I came out to, like, the rest of my friends right there in line. And the whole time I'm doing this, he's just looking at me, like, dead in my eyes, and I was like, the fuck you looking at?
The way he transforms himself in the most nuanced way,
it's like,
helps you transform.
in his eyes, it wasn't like a look of like, why, like, really, you doing this now? He was like,
it is, and it makes it
it's like that lust look, like,
you don't see the tricks, and that's what's so beautiful is that.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Themselves.
And so, I remember us being like, the front to like middle of the roller coaster. And when it took off, I squeezed his arm like real hard because it like scared the shit out of me. And he's like, oh, you can hold on to daddy. I was like, what? Boo-boo, But yeah, he was like, you can hold on to daddy. I was like, oh, okay. And so like the rest of the day, he was like my partner through everything. Like he did not split from me. Let's go get something to eat. He is right there. Let's go buy like souvenirs and all that stuff. He was like right there. And I thought it was like the most coolest thing ever that he was like still my homie and my boy, but he was like my boyfriend and stuff. And we made it official that day, like when we went home. And it's funny because like when we went home, we went to the park that was like down the street from my house, and that's when he like asked me, he's like, okay, I really do want to try, so would you like be my boyfriend? He had like a little flower and everything. I was like, okay, first of all, you can lose the flower because that's not me, but I'll keep the candy though. Fat ass right now. Okay, off topic, oh my gosh. And then like all my friends from school was cool with it. He was my boyfriend. So a week later, I decided to come out to like my friends that lived in my building and around the neighborhood, and like friends of my family, because there's people I see like every freaking day, and I'm still friends with like most of them. So, excuse me. The first one I tell was, who was it? It's my other bestie. And when I told her, she was like, I always wanted a gay friend. I was like, okay. So she was cool with it, like, right off the bat. And then I have to tell her, well, I didn't have to. I just wanted you just to, like, get it off my back and off my chest. And after I told her, I told, like, a bunch of other people they was cool with it. Some people wasn't, so they left. They wasn't friends no more. I was like, okay, whatever. Fuck you. move on to the next one. So some other people that's like cool, other people's like, nah, fuck you. I'm like, okay, whatever, get out my face. So now my friends, like right now, my friends from high school that I told first, most of them are gay or lesbian or bi or transgender now. Who'd have knew? And most of my like family friends and people that I used to live with are like still there. They're still cool. They're like, oh, let's go party. Let's go do this. Maybe go hang out. I was like, oh, y'all really want to be part of this? They're like, yeah, we don't care as long as you are you and you stay true to who you are and we love you for you. I was like, oh, cool. And so, like, after I told everybody, I felt free. So I was like, going around being me, act how I always act. I don't give a shit, like, what you say about me, what you say about how I look, or, like, if I show it or not, like, show my gayness, or just like, oh, is he straight? Is he gay? Nah, I think that fool is bi. No. You know, if I want you to know. And so, like, it's crazy cool, like, how people now and from back then are, like, still here, and some of them not. And, like, you just gotta have positive people around you, because if I didn't have all my friends who was cool with it, I'd probably be, like, some broke down, cracked out drag queen or something. But no, I'm happy with who I am and, like, all my friends. So if you ever want to go up and tell your friends, make sure they love you for you and just do you, boo-boo. Just do you. Decent.